Hey, today I'm going to be telling you about my shifting experiences because I'm a reality shifter. I am so excited about this video. If you didn't see part 1, you can go watch part 1 before you watch this one just for funsies, and you will realize a drastic difference. I cut my hair. I got a long bob now. Bitch, I'm eating this up. I posted on Instagram, a digital scrapbook on my Instagram, and I love it. That's what that translates to, okay? So I have my Claude Monet journal with me today. And I'm going to be telling you about my shifting experiences, but first I need to give you a fit check, okay? First I gotta do a fit check. Okay. We have this really cute shirt from, guess where? Garage. Then we have this undershirt from, guess who? My mother. Okay? Then we have these from Walmart. Wow, show the booty. And then I'm just in my bare feet, but I won't show you that. And then I have this necklace. So pretty. And then I have these earrings, and then I did make makeup. And guess what? You know what bracelet I'm wearing? I turn into a gremlin when I get excited. Look at this. Pretend to kiss my hand. I'm wearing an otter spirit bracelet. You already know what time it is, bitch. So if you want to get to this part, watch this. This is the Morganite bracelet. And bitch, when I saw this bracelet on their website, I was like, ugh. I had to have it. It reminded me of Aphrodite, so I was like, bitch, I gotta have it. I love doing this shit. Okay, sorry. I'm in my entrepreneur era. Okay, I'm a businesswoman. Otter Spirit is a family-owned business based in California. And you know why they're called Otter Spirit? It's because they literally save otters. Are you kidding me? Baby otters. Otters are adorable. Their logo is a little otter. In French, that means, that's so cute. Or in English, sorry. And I have 2 more bracelets to show you. So, bitch, get ready. Bracelet haul. I love this. I literally love this. And it's Christmas season is coming, okay? So you guys need to get yourself some bracelets because look at how pretty they are. And I know you guys are crystal girls like me. Don't lie. I already know. Look at, in the last video I did this. They're literally the color of my eye. It is so intentional. And these bracelets aren't only pretty, but they come with intention. They come with, okay, that bracelet that I just showed you was sky blue jade. It comes with the little thing. It comes with an affirmation, what zodiac signs it represents, what chakras, the intention, and a care guide. And then it comes in the little bag with a little otter, and then you put that over top, and then it comes in a box. And then you put it in your box. And bitch, I'm keeping these boxes. And then I have another one. This one's really pretty. This one is Moonstone. And it's so pretty. I love Moonstone. It's just so beautiful. And I love using it for when I meditate. But you know what else? What bracelet I need to get there next is I need a selenite one. Because for my reality shifting bitches out there, I know you're here. Selenite is a crystal I use for lucid dreaming, for meditation, for cleansing, and for reality shifting. And it has helped me go to the void, get into the state akin to sleep, get into my desired reality. Like, it's helped me so much, okay? And when I get the selenite bracelet, which I am, don't you, I'm gonna have it soon. When I get one, I will be using it every time I meditate. I'm gonna put it on every time I meditate, okay? Because I love selenite, and I need that bracelet. I want to encourage you, if you're shifting, you can get a selenite bracelet, like I said, or you can twin with me. This one is Morganite, and it's so fucking pretty. This one's my favorite one, if you couldn't tell. And this one is all about love and confidence, which is literally Aphrodite. Literally Aphrodite. Okay. So I have a few codes for you. Because I'm your best friend, obviously I have codes for you. So if you want to get some of these bracelets, here are some discount codes. LAU20 for 20% off any order. You're fucking welcome, bitch. LAU30 for 30% off orders over $99. Okay? Bitch. You're welcome. And this one's only in November because Black Friday. Lauren 35. And if you don't know how to spell my name, it's Lauren. 35. For 35% off orders over $99. And that one's only available in November. And once again, you're welcome. Okay? So go get yourself a bracelet. The links are down below. And I'm so excited. If you get the same bracelet as me, you need to tag me in a TikTok. I see all of my mentions on TikTok. You need to tag me in a TikTok and show me your bracelet. And then I'm going to repost it to my story and we're going to become best friends. Because I love this shit. Okay, I'm done. Otter Spirit is literally the love of my life. They're so nice. They're so nice. Their bracelets are nice, but like the people are so nice. Anyways, you don't want to hear that. You clicked on this video to see me babble, but also to hear about my shifting experiences. Okay, so, oh my god, 𝒂𝒖𝒓𝒆𝒏 is here. Hello! She's so cute. She's so cute. Oh, can I get... I did it. 𝒂𝒖𝒓𝒆𝒏, if you didn't know, is actually a French cat. She's from Quebec. She's from Quebec. So if you compliment her, you have to compliment her in French. And if you didn't know, 𝒂𝒖𝒓𝒆𝒏 in English means ladybug. This video is gonna be my most like intense shifts. Like the first part 1 was just the beginning. You know, the beginning, like the baby shifts I had. These ones are more intense shifts that I've had. And it's kind of great. It's kind of weird because it's with characters from animes you've probably watched before. I just spit. So keep that in mind. You're gonna learn who my SOs are and my DRs. Just for fun. So the first one. I have had many shifts where I visualize me and my SO. And it's just like we're in the same room. Like, not anything intense. Okay. Whoa. Not anything intense. Anyways. So who should I talk about first? Okay. I'm gonna talk about 𝒂𝒄𝒄𝒏 from Bungo Stray Dogs. He's my SO. He is not mentally well. But one thing about me is I like people who are broken because I'm a healer and I like to fix people. Anyways, very not good for me. But anyways, it's healthy in my DR. I can fix him. So, why am I doing this to myself? Anyways, I have shifted to Bungo Stray Dogs before. 𝑳𝒂𝒖𝒓𝒆𝒏 wasn't a full, complete shift, but I became aware there before. And it was so cool. It was so cool and real. And I don't remember them completely because I was kind of like in and out, like in that state and then back into the void, and then I was like, ring. But I remember knowing that 𝒂𝒄𝒄𝒏 was beside me like twice. And I was like, what the fuck? It was so weird. It was so weird. Like I think I heard him the one time. But it's like when you are shifting realities and you become aware in a reality, you don't even necessarily need to hear 𝒂𝒄𝒄𝒏 scratching yourself. You don't even necessarily need to hear or touch someone or something to know that something or someone's there. Like you can sense them. Like, you know, when you can sense a person is near you, that's how it felt. Like I knew he was there. And I was like, and I knew who it was. And I was like, well, that's a little intense for me. But I ate it up. Oh, my sister's singing downstairs. That's so cute. Okay. You keep singing, girl. Okay. So that happened. I said 2 times, but that happened more than once. But I can't remember what I did. Like, I can't remember. I think I just felt I was aware that he was there. So that meant that I was in Bungo Stray Dogs. And I was like, what the fuck? There's one where I had to make a whole video about it. Vanitas. My other SO is from The Steady Case of Vanitas, that anime. I only shift the animes, okay? And that one happened a year and a month ago. And that one was like one of the craziest ones because I was literally there. It was fucking weird. I wasn't in and out. I was there. And I was like, hold on a minute. What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? You know? I decided to just meditate in my basement on that goddamn pull-out couch. It's always that couch. And I had just decided, I was like, I can literally shift if I want to. And then I just did. Hello? I need that power of intention right now. What the fuck? That's aura. Are people still saying that? I don't know. It makes me giggle because it's kind of funny. Anyways, that was pretty aura of me. Is that how you use it? I'm like an old lady when it comes to this shit. Anyways, don't judge me. I went to the void and shit, and then I just affirmed and became aware. In the steady case of vanitas, I was on a bed. Okay? I was on a bed, and I didn't open my eyes. That's the only sense that I didn't use was my eyesight. All of my other 5 senses, or all of my other 4 senses were being used. Okay? I literally remember it, which means I was hashtag there, bitch. Anyways, I remember being on this different bed, and I was not on the pull-out couch anymore. I was in a Victorian bed because in that desired reality, it's based in the 1800s, okay, in France. So the 1800s in France, and then there's vampires. I'm not a Twilight girl. I don't really fuck with vampires. I just liked vanitas, and I like that anime. So that's why I shift there. But Edward versus Jacob, probably Edward. Let's not lie to ourselves. Anyways, never watched Twilight. I remember being in this fucking Victorian-ass bed. It smelled like old lady. I remember I could smell it, and I was like, I am no longer in my basement. I am no longer in my basement. Where the fuck am I? I knew where I was. But I was like, it smells like old lady. What smells like old lady? The 1800s, bitch. The 1800s. When I think of the 1800s and what it would smell like my grandma's house. It would smell like a thrift store. It would smell like an old bookstore. That's what it fucking smelled like. I'm sorry, what? What? That's fucking crazy. Not only did I feel and know that I was on a different bed, but I smelled my desired reality. That's a little crazy. That's a little right. So yeah. That's not it. That's not all, bitch. I'm just what's that called? Oh wait, that's probably inappropriate. I was gonna say edging you, but maybe I shouldn't say that. I'm just prepping you, okay? I heard vanitas. Vanitas, okay. I keep wanting to speak French. I don't know why. I keep having to translate it in my head, but the fuck. I was laying on the bed, and vanitas was standing right beside me. And he came down and whispered something in my ear. This is so freaky to me, because I believe shifting's real, but when it actually happens, you're like, I was shook as fuck. I was shook as fuck. He whispered something to me, and you know when someone whispers something to you, you can feel their breath, and like you can just sense that someone's there. It was like that, but it was so intense. So intense. Like out of a fantasy book. You know what I mean? Enemies to lovers tension. Even though we're not enemies to lovers, I don't know what I'm talking about. Tension, you know? And I can literally sense it right now because I remember how it felt. It was like his breath, and it was hot around my ear. And he was mumbling and whispering something, and I can't remember what he said. I just remember he said something like no, but I don't know. I can't remember what he said. But I was like, what do you mean? I gotta pause. I paused. What the fuck are you talking about? Whisper in my ear. Bitch. That's crazy. That's fucking crazy. And it actually happened. It's crazy. It's fucking crazy. And not only that, I remember feeling not at home. Okay? I live in my house. I've lived in the same house my whole life. Okay, I lived in a van for a week with my sister this summer, and I've been a week away to Punta Cana like 2 years ago, but I have usually always stayed at this house. But now that's changing soon because I'm manifesting shit. Anyways, I'm not a part of this. I don't know why I said that. But I am very used to this energy. I know where I am. I know that I'm here. I'm very used to this place. And when I tell you that I felt far away, not only, I always say this, but it's so interesting to me. Not only was I at a different space, okay, and by space, I mean I was in France. I wasn't in Ontario, Canada, where I live currently. I was in France, across the ocean, okay? I was in France, okay? Not only that, but I was in a different time, which means I was not in 2025 or 2024 in this circumstance. I was in 1803 or something. I forget what I scripted. I was in the year 1800s. Yeah. So that was very different for me. And not only that, but I was in a completely different reality where this anime that I watched is real. You know what I mean? What the fuck do you mean? And I'm someone who does love home, but I do like change, but I do like, just like anyone, like I like feeling safe and like being comfortable, okay? And one way that you're comfortable is you're somewhere that you're used to, but here I was not used to it. So it was really weird for me because I felt so far away because, like I said, different time, different space, different reality. So I was like, what the heck? I was low-key scared because I was 18 at the time, and like when you're 18, I don't know, you're still a kid, okay? Oh, so yeah, it was spooky. It was pretty spooky. And then guess what happened? I didn't completely become aware there. Or, well, I basically was. I didn't open my eyes. You know what I did? You know what this bitch did? I said, oh, I gotta write this in my shifting journal. I shifted back and wrote it in my journal. I shifted there and I came back to write it in my journal. You know what? I appreciate that. Because now I totally remember it. I said, you know what funny does? I'm not doing this right now. Gotta go write this. Gotta go shift back and write it in my journal. Thanks. Bye. Peace. Just shift the realities, but I gotta go back to write it down. And you know why I did it? For research. I was like, I can't forget this shit. I gotta write this shit down for research so I can tell my bitches. Because it's basically just a huge research project for me when I shift. Because I'm so interested. I'm a nerd, I know. But I'm so interested. And I had to write it down in my journal, so I shifted back. And you know what? I don't regret that because that was lit as fuck. It was lit as fuck. And I love how I just had a little snippet of it. And I was good with that, you know, because I was low-key uncomfortable because it's like I'm in a completely different, like, spot in space and time. So I was like, little break. Give myself a little break. So yeah, that was one of the biggest ones. And here is a more recent one, okay? And it's about Inuyasha. One of my favorite DRs of all time, probably my most favorite DR, is Inuyasha. And my most favorite anime. I love Inuyasha, the anime. Got Sesshomaru in the background right there. I painted and drew that in 2022 when I first watched Inuyasha. And in the last video, I think it was part 1 of this one, but I could be wrong. It could have been a TikTok, honestly. I forget what I say. But I said, guys, guess who my SO is in my Inuyasha DR. And I think someone guessed Sesshomaru, and I was like, he's beautiful, but no. Not Sesshomaru. Guess who it is? Koga, the wolf. fuck with him. He's hot. And I always sim for anime characters, like everyone else. If you don't, I mean, come on, you're missing out. But I don't. Here's the thing. I shift to animes, but they are not animated. They are realistic like me, like right now. Like, and I don't think I could do that cartoon. Like, I don't think I would ever shift to a reality where we're all cartoons. Some people do that, like, whatever. But I script that they are realistic and everything's, like, realistic and real. This one happened recently. I forget when it was. Like, October? Maybe? I don't know. I guess where I was meditating. On the pillow couch. On the pillow couch! Duh. I decided, I forget how it happened, but I was like in the state akin to sleep, in the void kind of state, whatever, meditative state. I started visualizing. You need a bit of background. Okay. So when I wake up in Inuyasha, I wake up. One of the things that I scripted is Inuyasha carries me bridal style. One, I don't want to show you my feet. One arm under here, the other one on the back. Okay? Because they found me or something, like, I don't know. I scripted it a while ago, so I have to look that over if I'm shifting there. Anyways, and he's just carrying me because they found me or something, bridal style. So what I visualized was, and when you visualize something in a meditative state, when your body is basically asleep, bitch, it's freaky, almost. Like, when your body's asleep and you get into a deeper and deeper meditative state and you visualize, bitch, it's freaky. It's freaky. Because it actually works. And I was in that kind of state, and I was visualizing this, and then I was like, yeah, Kagome's there, Inuyasha's carrying me, and I can, like, see I was, like, affirming and visualizing. I can see his red clothes, whatever, his white hair, and I'm, like, at a really cute angle, like, double chin angle. Just kidding. Anyways, and I'm, like, my body's kind of limp because I'm just, like, resting, and I can hear them talking, and I can hear the wind around the trees, and I know we're in a forest, and I can hear the grass being walked on, you know, and I actually, like, ended up there. I don't remember if I was completely aware there, but it was very interesting and very cool. I think that's probably one of my most favorite methods, actually. Just being in a deeper state where your body's close to slumber or is asleep, and you just be in a deeper and deeper state. I guess you can call that the state akin to sleep. I wasn't necessarily in the void. Maybe I was. I can't really remember, as you can tell. But I remember it became real for like a few seconds. And then I was like, oh, and then, oh yeah, I think it became real, and then it would go down a bit, and then it would get real again, and then it would go down. Anyways, it was super cool and super interesting. So if you want to play around with that, and it's basically like the Neville Goddard method. That's where I got it from, is you literally visualize one scenario from your desired reality. And for me, it was Inuyasha carrying me bridal style, walking with Kagome. And I would just visualize the same thing over and over again until it becomes real. And you're in a sleepy state when you do this. That's basically what Neville Goddard did to manifest. But I use it to shift realities because it's basically like the same thing. Like a lot of people think. So yeah. That was probably one of my most favorite ones. That one and the Vanitas one. Surdeson. Those two are really good. I don't know why I want to speak French all of a sudden. And then I wrote also other times I whooshed. And then parenthèses in the parentheses a lot. Because here's the thing. I do awake methods. And the difference between an awake method and an asleep method when you shift realities is that when you do an asleep method, you are just falling asleep and waking up in your desired reality, like, oh, I fell asleep and I'm here, wow. Okay? An awake method is when you actively, continuously try to get to your desired reality, or you just do actions, you know? It's not effortless like an asleep method. Oh, I want to put more lip gloss on. Look at my lip gloss. It's QO, Shoppers Drug Mart, a Canadian brand. Ooh, I just started wearing lip gloss. So when you do an awake method, it's like you're whooshing, and what I mean by whooshing is it feels like you're doing Superman but in outer space. Like you're flying, but it's in outer space, and vibrations are hitting you instead of wind. It's like, whoa. And it's very intense. That's basically what whooshing is, and I have whooshed like over 50 times. I do it by accident at this point. I don't even have to try. Like it literally happens basically every time I try to shift. And you know what? It's cool. It's chill, whatever. Or even when I'm lucid dreaming, it still happens. If I become aware in a dream and I remember that I want to shift, I'll try and create a portal or something and I'll start wishing. But yeah, it's basically the in-between between your starting point and your desired reality. So like if I'm in the void, I start to whoosh. That's like the in-between between the void and my desired reality. That's how I see it anyways. So yeah, I think I'm gonna end it there because this is a pretty long video already. And those are all the things that I wrote. So yeah. This is so exciting. I literally love talking about this. I love talking about this, okay? Coccinelle. I'm so glad you got to meet Coccinelle. So thanks for getting to know me and my DRs. And if you are from an anime and ENTP, hit me up because I would love to date you. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. I have my other social medias down below. Yeah, I post on TikTok. And bitch, check out my Instagram because I'm so proud of it right now. I post two digital scrapbooking things and they're so cool. They're so cool. I posted a Mrs. Magic one and bitch, fuck me up. It's my favorite one. Anyways. So yeah, I also have a Patreon. I also have an Etsy where I do tarot readings. I love doing tarot readings. I just did one last night and bitch, I eat it up. So yeah, 10-minute tarot readings. And I also have a Patreon if you want to support me. And you know what to do. I'm just kidding. Also, you can visit the links. Yes, they're affiliate links because I'm such a fucking businesswoman. Hello. And I love what I do. So thank you for being here. I love and appreciate you. And this is so exciting. This is like a next chapter for me. I'm so excited that Outer Spirit collaborated with me. It's so surreal to be working with the brand. And it's really cool. And I really love and appreciate it. So thank you for letting me talk about my passions so openly. I feel so comfortable in front of the camera. And I'm so thankful that I created such a lovely community on the internet, on the platform. And yeah, I'm feeling really grateful right now. I usually don't do this, but yeah. I'm literally about to cry. Hello. Also, edit me on TikTok. Thank you. I'm just kidding. I'm not kidding. Okay, I'm gonna give you a hug because I'm feeling sentimental. Bitch, I'm on my period. What the fuck is new? Okay, I don't want to say goodbye. Boring. Okay. Actually, goodbye. Happy Otter Spirit. Happy Safety Otters. Happy shifting. Happy manifesting. And happy life. Thank you. I love you so much. Mwah.